everyone. Good morning and welcome back. We are talking about household chores, which for many of you at home, you may know it's a common responsibility in many families, and it can be for a really great reason. We're talking about how chores help kids learn responsibility and how sharing chores gives you, the mom, or whoever's taking care of that house, help around the house. So Dr. Hanson, you're here with us this morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you.
Thanks.
We were talking about how we grew up and what households we were in, and Jillian, you and I all basically said, yeah, we were in those chores households. I didn't get allowance. That's for you to decide.
It has its pros and cons.
Yeah, exactly. But it basically was, you live here, kind of start doing some stuff to help out.
Yeah. You know, you can start those lessons really early, and I think parents, it just doesn't occur to them that their 2-year-old is maybe capable of starting to help out, starting to recognize that.
A 2-year-old?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. How?
Well, you know, it's all about expectations, right? So you're not going to have that kid doing their own laundry or anything like that, but you can expect them to help, you know, throw their diaper in the trash when you're done changing them. You can help them, maybe help them clear their dishes from the table. They're going to need a lot of support. They're going to need a lot of, you know, your guidance to do that. But if you set that stage early, it just becomes the normal way you do things in your family.
So what's the best way to really go about setting that stage? Or if you have older kids who still may be young, maybe 5, 6, that age range, and you've never really taken into account having them help out in any type of way. How does it all begin?
You can start anytime. You can. But I think the importance as a parent to avoid frustration in yourself is to be realistic about what your child is developmentally capable of. It is really important that you not set that bar too high. Your kids are never going to perform those tasks the same way that you would. They're just not, they just don't have the ability to do that yet. So you need to be willing to be a little bit flexible and say, you know what, the corners are not perfect on the made bed. You know, the things were not put away in the dishwasher exactly like you would have done it. Celebrate the effort, not the result.
Oh, preach. Celebrate the effort, not the result. Okay, I love that actually. So how should parents really go about delegating tasks to specific children, and is it always age-based?
You know, you know your kid best. You know what they're capable of. Some of it depends on when you start that process. But, you know, for really young kids, I think it's all about setting a routine. So after dinner, we do this every night. You know, before we go to bed, we brush our teeth, we read a book. It's that same thing with chores. If you do it at the same way, the same time every day, it just becomes part of the rhythm of your life.
Okay, so is this where we incentivize and bribe them with money? How do we motivate children?
You know, some of it is setting expectations. So you model behavior yourself. You tell them what the expectations are. If they're very young, they may need a visual reminder, like a chart or something like that. Personally, I think reward is for effort above and beyond. But as you're working to build those habits, I think having a little incentive never hurts. This is not a bribe. This is not a bribe.
Brad, don't listen to me. I'm not the expert.
This is not a, I will give you this so you do this. That's a bribe. An incentive is you do the thing I expect of you, and then a good thing happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this could even be something as simple as a gold star on the chart for that week.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, now that you mention it, 2 sounded so young in my mind. But I've seen so many videos of children standing on a chair helping to scrub the dishes. And of course, they're not actually cleaning them by any means.
2- and 3-year-olds love to be helpful, and they love to do grown-up things. And so making it fun, having them just participate with you. Again, they're probably not really contributing to the work of the household, but you're setting that stage for later on when they really will be.
Okay, great. And let's just really quickly talk in terms of health. How is it looking out there? What are you seeing? What are you experiencing? We talk a lot about flu, RSV, and we know COVID isn't going anywhere.
Your parents always ask me, what's going around right now? And, you know, we are still in cold and flu season. We are still seeing, you know, those respiratory infections, strep throat, a little bit of stomach bug. You know, we're starting to see some decline in our numbers for flu and RSV, so that's thankful. But I would not rule out a later season bump in those things. So got to stick to the plan. Get vaccinations if they're appropriate, wash your hands, get good sleep, stay home if you're sick.
Okay, always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much, Dr. Hanson. All right, coming up on today's show, a program recruiting people to Thief River Falls. Yeah, they're gonna pay you to move out there. Jillian will tell us all about it after the break.